Let me show you something different. A perspective on wealth that most people overlook. This land deal made significant money, but we're not going to start where most stories begin. We're not starting at the beginning. Instead, we're starting at the very end, at the finish line. We're rewinding all the way back to the very first step, uncovering the sequence of success. This is where most people want to be, staring at the confirmation of cash in hand. The deal is done, the land is sold, the pressure is off, and the profit is finally locked in. It's a moment of pure validation, but what people see is just the surface of the achievement. The question isn't just that it happened, the question is, how did we actually get here? To find the answer, we have to look past the celebration and into the mechanics of the trade. Every dollar earned is the result of a chain of events that started months ago. Just before the money hit the account, everything had to line up perfectly behind the scenes. The title had to be cleared of all liens and encumbrances. There is no room for error here. The paperwork was finalized, double-checked, and triple-checked for absolute accuracy. The buyer was ready, their funds were secured, and the final walkthrough was complete. A smooth closing doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of intense coordination. It's the final hurdle, the culmination of weeks of preparation and communication. But before closing, we had to find the right buyer. Not just any buyer, the right one. We had to find someone who saw the unique value in this specific piece of land. This required a strategic marketing plan, professional photos, and targeted outreach. Pricing played a critical role. It had to be attractive enough to move, but high enough for profit. Timing was everything. We had to hit the market when demand was peaking for this area. Every inquiry was a lead that needed to be nurtured and vetted carefully. We weren't just waiting for a buyer, we were actively searching for the perfect match. When that connection happened, the momentum shifted toward the final closing table. Now let's rewind further. Back to the deal structure. This is the foundation of the profit. We had to know exactly how much we bought it for and how much we could realistically sell it for. We structured the deal to minimize risk and maximize the potential for a quick turnaround. Every expense was accounted for. Taxes, fees, and marketing costs were all in the math. We made sure there was room for profit from day one. You don't make money when you sell, you make it when you buy. A solid structure is like a roadmap. It tells you exactly where you're going and what to expect. We analyzed the local market trends to ensure our numbers weren't just hopeful, but realistic. When the numbers work, the rest of the deal becomes a matter of execution. Before any of that, we had to actually find the land. This is where most people get stuck. We were looking for specific criteria, undervalued assets that others were ignoring. Sometimes it involves boots on the ground, seeing the terrain and the surrounding area. Knowing what to look for, and more importantly, what to avoid, is absolutely everything. Is there road access? Are there utilities? What's the zoning? These questions save fortunes. Due diligence is the shield that protects your investment from unforeseen disasters. We spent hours verifying data, checking records, and confirming the property's potential. When we found the right piece, we moved quickly to secure it before someone else did. This land wasn't just a plot, it was an opportunity waiting to be unlocked. Finding the land is the first major win in the sequence of a successful deal. It's about data, intuition, and the willingness to do the research that others won't. The hunt for the right land is the most critical phase of the entire process. And it all started with a simple step, reaching out and starting the research. It began with an idea, a curiosity about a specific market or a type of property. It involved outreach, sending letters, making calls, and connecting with owners. Research is where the foundation is built. It's the quiet work that leads to loud results. Taking action when others hesitate, that's where deals are really made. Most people just wait. But the successful ones are the ones who press forward, even when the path isn't perfectly clear. That first step is often the hardest, but it's the one that sets everything else in motion. It all starts with a decision to try, a decision to learn, and a decision to act. So when you look at a successful land deal, remember, it's not just luck, it's a sequence. It's a series of deliberate steps that, when followed in order, lead to predictable results. By seeing the end and working backwards, the path becomes clear and the obstacles become manageable. Success leaves clues, and in land investing, those clues are found in the details of the deal. Now you've seen it, in reverse. You know what's required at every stage of the journey. The mystery is gone, replaced by a blueprint for your own future deals. This is the destination. But the journey is where the real value is created. Everything you've seen today is possible if you're willing to follow the sequence. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We break down real land deals like this every week. If you've got questions, reach out and set up a time to talk with Larry directly. We're here to help. Stop wondering and start learning. Set up a one-on-one conversation today. Let's build your success together. Let me